Hello.
Hello, everybody. I think we're live now. If you just bear with me, I'm just adding someone else in. GPS. Last time to start out, we'll do a quick spiel. Hello, everyone. Welcome to American. Start again. Welcome to Amazing Scale Models across Hangout number 90. I am your host, Dillon. Amazing Scale Models is a good community of scale modelers across all scale modeling genres and mediums, which inspires friendships from all around the world. And today in this Hangout, you will find out an important source of information about the hobby and see firsthand the scale modeling experience. Joining me today are the usual suspects to kill time, or some of them at least, in these things. And if you want to join us, the live chat is open, and feel free if you need the link to come into the Hangout, you'd be more than welcome. Right, today we've got a few people.
Yes, we do. It's a polished and professional show today, ladies and gentlemen.
the best lot are here today. That's what it is. Yes.
Them which got nothing else to do.
Unfortunately,
we got nothing else better than this.
Right. As always, I don't know if Heath wants to have a go first and have a chat about what's happening on his workbench, or.
Oh, yes, I'll go first. Always the usual suspect first. Right, where do I start? Yes, right, okay. I've been very busy. I made this minute
X-Wing?
Oh, he's so cute.
X-Wing. It's so cute, isn't it? Well, this is the size difference. Here's the 172.
They're so cute when they're small.
I just did the detailing on this today. Just finished it. Just before mid-afternoon today. And I'll tell you what, it's probably one of the best ones I've done so far. As you can see there. Yes, the Bandai one. And look, here we go. Here's the minute.
That's the twofer kit where it's got the 144 and the 172?
I bought the 144 separately.
Oh, okay.
I bought this one separately than this one.
Because I think they make a kit now that has both of them in it.
Yeah, I saw that. And now, what I'm about to do, I've basically taken the X-Wing, this X-Wing, off the stand, and I've put the landing gear down. Because this is going to be part of my diorama, you'll see.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I'd do that. I'm also going to be detailing my T-70 X-Wing from Force Awakens.
Right.
Haven't started that one yet, but it'll be starting. I will probably do that tomorrow. And I got another kit. Yes, you can't help. I'm unstoppable, absolutely unstoppable. Let's see. What one? Oh yes,
you contain them.
You can't contain me. You can't stop me. I'm a menace. I walk into a model shop. Boom! There you go. This is my newest kit.
Uh-huh.
Poe Dameron's X-Wing, which is coming along with this one. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to try. Oh, I also got before I go on. I just got to get something else here. I'm going to try my hand at lighting. First time lighting. I'm going to light this kit. And I'm just having a look at where it's going to be, how am I going to work it out, and how am I going to light the engines? Because I've had a look at the engines, and I'm going, oh, gee, they're small.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of inside space in a Bandai kit.
No, there's not. No, there's not. But for those times that I want to do some lighting, I have myself a soldering iron.
Yay! Yeah. Just remember to keep the hot part away from you.
Yes. Keep the hot part away from you so that you don't burn yourself.
But, it's nothing like the smell of burning flesh in the morning.
Oh, yes. I thought there was meant to be napalm in the morning, Jim.
Yeah, not in this industry.
But I've got the instructions for where the decals go on the T70. I'm also going to be putting the stands on my A-wing, which I did last year, and I'll be putting the decals on that too, and my wiring as well. So I'm hoping to have all my Star Wars Bandai in one small little display case just for their own little selves.
Liam, you build Bandai Star Wars, don't you?
I have some, Lou, but I have yet to build one.
I'm wondering if anybody has ever used the stickers instead of the decals.
I experimented.
The problem is the thickness.
Yeah. Why would anybody want to use those stickers?
I use the stickers on this one because that's the only thing you get.
Oh, okay.
Because you only get the stickers with the minute ones, and they turned out okay. I mean,
But how do you weather over top of them?
There wasn't really a lot of detail on the small 144th stickers, but on this one, on the 172, I mean, you had I did
that 144 Falcon, and there were tiny decals that came with it.
I know. I mean, I looked at that when I opened it up when I first got there.
Bandai jumps back and forth between stickers, and some kits got stickers, some kits with decals, some kits have both.
Yeah, most of the kits I've gotten have always had both.
Yeah. I must admit, part of this was part decal, part sticker. The front, like the main body of the X-Wing, that's decal.
Right.
But the wings and the engines and all that, that's stickers.
So see, I would paint those.
Pardon?
I would paint the wings.
When I did the Revell 129 scale kit, it's all painted. I didn't use any of the decals or stickers at all. In fact,
I know the one that Liam's talking about because I've got it. You mean this one?
No, the really big one.
The one you're talking about, the 129th?
Yeah, the huge one.
Yeah, I painted all of that.
And obviously it's possible because of the size of the thing, but as you get down in size, that's where the difficulty comes with doing masks and so on. But
yeah. Well, this one's a Revell one. This one's a Revell one, but I think it's. I don't know. I've got the box somewhere. I'm just trying to remember what it was. It's not a 172. I know that's for sure. Because the Falcon that I got from Revell is.
Well, how big is your figure?
It looks
not very big. Not very big. Well, there's R. Well, here we go. There's R2.
Yeah. Well, if your figure is, an inch tall, it's 172.
It is an inch tall. I just had a look in the cockpit. It's an inch tall. But compare that. Now, see, this is the original AMT Y-wing.
Right.
This is the snap type one. Now, compare this with this. I can't believe the size difference, honestly. That's the Bandai. That's the AMT.
And they both say they're 172?
No, this one's a 144th.
Well, then that's your size difference.
But it doesn't seem correct. If one's a 144th and one, it should be twice the size.
It should be bigger.
Yeah.
If it's 144th, it should be bigger than that one.
Well, this one's the 172.
That's what I mean.
I'm holding in my right hand. Now, this one is, as I said, this one's the AMT one. This one's the snap type kit. Now, I don't know what size this one is because it didn't say on the box.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, the AMT version of the A-Wing is definitely smaller than this one. For sure. And the figure in this thing is like, ugh. It's like, I tried to do the right thing by painting it, and it's just, ugh.
Well, that may be the problem.
He
just may not be sticking to a scale.
Yeah. And you see, I painted the engines.
Uh-huh.
I painted the engines there. So yeah, but what I'm going to be doing with all my Bandais, except for the TIE fighters, because there's not much detailing to do on that. And you don't need legs to stand on. So, but with my A-Wing and my Y-Wing and my X-Wings and everything like that, I'll be trying to get another display case so that I can display all my Star Wars models, whether it be Bandai or otherwise. So, yeah. But apart from that, it's just been go, 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 because I've been trying to get finished with the group builds and stuff like that. I don't know. My stunt and speed, well, the only one I've actually really completed is the Street Custom. And I'm trying to get material together for the Star Wars diorama, but it's not so much hard. It's not so much the way of doing it. It's the time. You know what I'm trying to plan to do. So,
no, you seem to be doing okay at the minute. I mean, the planning a diorama stage is difficult. Probably our one of our better diorama builders has just joined us too, Craig.
Yeah. That is right. Come on, cheers, Liam.
Well, you have done some lovely stuff. So I don't know, Lou, you've never really gone down the diorama route as such. You've done.
No, the most I'll do is put a fancy base on something, but I don't try to, because then I'm limited as to how it can be displayed.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's the reason for the extension. So
yeah, but I mean, if I want to move something from one shelf to the other, then I have to, it becomes this big, huge game of Tetris.
Yeah, it's funny. This week, one of the things I got done this week was my wife finally got fed up with me having the display case in the conservatory. So it's now out here, but it's not. It's sitting over there.
Yeah.
But it's not lit. So we'll have to get that sorted. I haven't enough plugs in here for lighting everything, but at least it's out here now. And if nothing else, I can show it to anyone who visit the garage. We'll see. But that's your the Millennium Falcon.
This is my Falcon. She needs a bit of a dust. But this is just the snap type one.
Yeah, what's that?
What I've heard about the Bandai Perfect Grade is that they're going to have the 3 landing gears instead of the extra 2 here.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
The information was released this week about the Bandai. It seems to be $399 in the US and £390 here. So as usual, we're getting messed about the price in the UK. But it's one of those things. It's an investment kit almost. I would say you wouldn't build it out of the box.
Well, I had a look at the Australian price of the perfect one. The chances of me getting that are like bucklings and none.
Would it be cheaper for you, Heath, to fly to Japan and pick one up yourself?
It would. Well, I don't know, because I've got my big Hasbro one there, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
I know that feeling.
Because I got that big I want to get. What I want to do with that Hasbro Falcon, I want to do what everybody's doing with what everybody else is doing with it. I want to get the parts, and I want to get try and make it real.
By the time you buy it all for the house.
Well, see, that's how I feel about this this perfect grade. You shouldn't have to buy anything else for it. It should come with a freaking working, hyperdrive for that. I can understand if someone puts out a kit that doesn't have all the bells and whistles and it's fairly cheap, and then you go nuts with the aftermarket stuff. But if you're paying that much up front just for the kit, by God, it ought to have everything in the box.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the Zvezda Star Destroyer kit, the Revell re-release one.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff that's appearing for that now is crazy. Green Strawberry, I don't know if you've seen them, Lou.
I got a copy of the Revell version of that kit. I was underwhelmed by the number of parts.
Yeah, well, Green Strawberry, who are a European company, they're now doing a whole series of add-ons for it, and very impressive too for what they're charging.
I'm not a big fan of the Strawberry people. They've been screwing over a friend of mine. So
right, didn't realize that. Talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
One more thing I've been doing.
Yep.
I've been working on my Excelsior.
Ah.
This is the,
now you're talking my language.
The original pop.
Right.
Basically, I painted what I saw on the. So I'm making all the saucer beautiful first. Not real happy about that paint job.
Is it
not
a spray?
At all.
Is it with brush or spray?
This is brush. That's spray. I
Right.
ran out of white spray paint, so I had to brush it.
And is it a sort of
because it sits like that? But because it sits like that, I don't think you should be able to see it. Because the thing is, I've got to paint this interior here,
Right.
light blue.
Right.
So it won't be that distinct. But once I paint it light blue, it might make it look a little bit better. I don't know. But, you know, she's looking good so far. I'm just doing it in, like, as people say to me, you do it in stages. Sub-assemblies and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, I've been doing that. I thought I'd start with the saucer first, and then I'll get then I'll get the secondary hull done and everything like that. And, of course, I showed this last week in my little minute Star Destroyer.
He's so cute.
Little minute Star Destroyer, which is actually quite, well, let's put it this way. X-Wing, Star Destroyer. Which one's bigger? Same size.
Oh, dear. Right.
No, my new stuff, because, look, to be honest, I mean, because I live in Australia, the Star Destroyer is going to be like multi-dollar to get it over here. So, welcome to my ground kit. It's a little one.
The only thing that might happen is they talked about it being a limited edition, but apparently they are going to re-release it again in a different, without the poster and things like this. I don't know if you got your one, Lou.
No, there was a like a printed painting guide, but that was about it. I wouldn't call it a poster I'd hang on the wall.
Yeah, they came with the original Star Wars 4 poster that was on my box. But
oh no, I didn't get anything like that.
Oh, that's Randall. That's Randall. Bastard.
Right. Okay. Craig. Casey, you finished for the moment? Yep.
Huh?
That's me.
Craig, I'm conscious you're heading somewhere else. You've an appointment to go to at 2. Do you want to talk about what you're working on, or?
No. I'm just happy sat here watching you lot.
That's okay. I won't invite you again.
Trying to get rid of him or something, or what?
It's all a secret. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you all.
No one else.
Okay, you can tell us and then you can kill us.
I'm finishing off an F-16 at the minute, the Academy F-16. That appears to have become an Achilles heel because every time I look at it, something fucking breaks on it. Oh, my bad. Something breaks on it.
Yes.
I masked it. The paint come off. I painted it. The oils reacted with the paint. So I'm thinking I might just do a crashed F-16 and stand on it or something. That's where I'm at with it.
It does become frustrating. I know I'm getting very frustrated with that Messerschmitt. I haven't been doing as much as I wanted this last week, but
I might do like an Area 51 dio with a UFO that's shot an F-16 or something along those lines.
Right.
Interesting.
The only other thing that I'm doing is I'm now starting to tinker with Games Workshop a little bit. So I've bought myself some Chaos Marines, I think they are.
Oh, Warhammer? Or?
Yeah, Warhammer 40k. But I've got a little idea. I'm not getting into the game. I was just going to do like a little scene with them. And the idea was I want to put some fiber optics through the helmet for the eyes, fiber optics through the guns and that with little flashy LEDs. And I'm going to get some orcs, and I want to do like a little battle scene where it's all sort of like flickering lights and stuff. But other than that, bench is clear.
It's probably the time of year doesn't help, of course.
Well, I'm still in the process of doing the Nostromo as well, and yeah, that's going to be a work in progress forever. Don't want to touch it. That's just back in the box with all the fiber optics in it, but nothing else happened with it. That's where I'm at with the bench. I went to that Dundee model show today. I was there 10 minutes and come away.
Oh dear.
They hired the hall, which was as big as my front room. They put 4 traders in, 1 in each corner. A big sort of like squarish table in the middle. It was all the stuff that was at the Perth show. So there was nothing worth taking pictures of. That 10 minutes I was there comprised of going around the room twice. It was £4 to get in for 10 minutes.
Oh dear.
And £3 parking.
And another 4 to get out, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's because it's an IPMS thing, or is it just there's just too small a group in the area, or?
Well, there was a few people there from Glasgow. A group from Aberdeen turned up. So they've come from all over Scotland.
Yeah.
But I think they got the wrong hall. I think they hired the smallest one, needing the bigger one.
Yeah, yeah, but it's classic. That's you see that too often. Ah well, but that's a pity. Well, what about the dealers? Nothing of interest with the dealers.
No, it's typical model show stuff. It's all overpriced.
Yeah.
Some of it should be 20 quid, like 40 quid, and you're like, nah, no thanks. There's a couple of lads that were there, trader-wise, that I've bought from before that usually do lots of discounted stuff, and their prices were just normal recommended retail price as well. So I walked away with nothing.
Yeah, it's a
bargains.
You know, I hate that.
I know Kenny Conklin posted this week about going to Hobby Lobby in Florida and getting, was it he got a Reliant and he got can't remember the Archie kits he bought, but
he got the Reliant, the 3-piece Enterprise. I think he got.
It was the prices, Heath, that got me $18. The cheapest here for the same kit's 40 quid. It's just ridiculous, but then that's.
Oh, you think that? Oh, well, look, I'll tell you this much. One of these kits down here, just using the Enterprise C for example, one of these kits in a hobby store would probably cost about $20 Oz.
No, you're right.
But
here in the UK, you're talking £35 for that one.
Well, let's put it this way. You go on eBay, they're charging now $40 for these kits. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going, what the hell? How did it go up? Why, how, I could buy, let me put it this way, I could buy 5 of these small ones for the price of one of the Star Trek ones.
Well, the Bandai ones are the other ones we have problems with in the UK. Same thing, crazy prices. So,
well, actually, round 2. I saw round 2 on YouTube this morning, and they've re-released the Galor class.
Yeah, there's Galor and Vorchas are coming back out.
Yeah, and I want to get a Vorcha. I've never built one of them.
right,
Galor class, yeah.
like that's a
I've had
Cardassian.
nothing but trouble from them.
Presumably, this is because they don't have the license for any new stuff again now.
No, and they already have the tools for the old stuff, so it doesn't cost them anything for development to just bring it back out.
Yeah. Interesting to see what Mobius end up doing next year when we probably see the new series in September. But
I don't think anybody's got the license for the new series.
I thought.
I'm sorry.
Or
I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer and I think it stinks. It's just Discovery has ruined everything that what we've.
Don't be that. Don't be that.
No, don't. I agree with Lou. No, wait and see. Judge the book when you read it, not by the cover.
My philosophy is Star Trek is like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's better than most.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, but why couldn't they?
We're very biased, Lou.
Yeah, I think so. I think, but you'd think that would make us the harder critics. But it's
rather than get bogged down in that discussion now, Heath. Just go back, Craig. Is that you for the moment, or have you any plans for the winter season?
Nope.
I know you're up to something else as well, so I can understand why you're busy with that. But hopefully we'll see you doing big scale stuff again soon.
Maybe. Maybe. My biggest problem at the minute is I've run out of space as well. All my display cabinets are full, all my shelves are full, all my windowsills are full, and every spare space I've got is full.
Gotta start hanging things from the ceiling.
Well, I've thought about that. I was thinking of doing that, and then I got growled at from the wife, which I took as way full.
That'll happen.
I thought about maybe putting some in the bedroom, and I got growled at with that as well. So I thought,
yeah, that's the last place you want to put them.
I'm not on a winner here, so I need to accumulate some space.
Would you not consider selling some of the models? I know a lot of people do sell stuff on eBay.
Nah. I like the ones that I've got. I only sell the ones that I don't like.
Yeah. I didn't want to have them. I wouldn't have built them.
Yeah.
I know. But it's just as space is a problem. I know that one.
So do I.
None of like you were saying, none of the kits are cheap, and I don't think I've got one that was less than sort of like 40 quid. I don't think. Oh, I've got two. I've got the Bismarck, which was £2.50, and this little cutlass thing that Grace found in a car boot for 50p.
Yeah.
I noticed this week that the Agostini in the UK at least have a sale on of a lot of their kits. Things like the Bismarck and stuff like that, the ones that cost crazy and only £900 when you buy all the part works. They're selling a lot of them for half price just at the minute, but it depends on the model.
You still have to wait for them to come in the mail?
Oh no, well, yeah, all arrives in one set, Lou, rather than piece by piece by piece.
You get half price. They only come once every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the Falcons finished now. A lot of people are sort of finally getting around to finishing their Falcons, the ones that subscribe to that.
But that ain't even cheap neither. Once you paid for all that, that's like £1,800.
Yeah, it was insane. Yeah, and a lot of people have added to that as well, over and above the standards.
I've heard a lot of people don't like that one.
There's issues with every single kit, every single one. I have a friend in Belfast, John Stewart, who is he has been building Millennium Falcons for about 10 years, and I don't know how many different kits he has, and every single one of them, he can tell you where all the parts came from, what he's doing to every one of them. But he's yet to finish one of them because he keeps detailing all the ones he has. It's just insane. But he's really.
I like the Millennium Falcon, but the X-Wing's always been mine.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I love the Millennium Falcon. Don't get me wrong.
I'll just show you the amount of how little I've done this week. This is as much as I've got done this week.
What the hell?
Been a landing gear, yeah.
I'll switch.
Oh, he's strutting his stuff there.
Oh my God, that's awful, Luke. But that's about 2 hours work this morning, driving me nuts. Because of those two little cantilevers at the top.
Yeah.
Right.
Which are like, I don't know, whatever description they are, and you have
photo etch?
all the silly photo etch down the side, and it's still not finished. you know, but it does add a lot of detail. But I swear, the next model I'm doing will not have because it's just something in time, and I want to get it finished. I'm fed up looking at the thing. I'm not leaving it alone. I will get it done, but it's just crazy. You can see there's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 9 pieces there.
What the hell is that? Is that a landing gear or something?
It's a landing gear for that Messerschmitt 410. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's just crazy. But that's all I've been doing all week because we were away last weekend for our wedding anniversary and didn't get back until.
Yes, I saw that. Happy anniversary to you, Liam.
Thank you. But it's been crazy, absolutely crazy, and that's why I haven't got anything done this week, to my embarrassment. James, have you been updating at all?
I haven't posted anything yet, but I've been working on my little birthday present
for your
project. So this is just a little project for my sister.
I love the way he says sister.
Here we go. Now this is the stock picture that came with the kit, but this is basically what I'm aiming at.
A bit different for you, isn't it, James?
Well, I haven't built an architectural model in quite a while.
I'd have thought you'd been figuring out how to get a battleship in there somewhere. Submarine popping up in the moat or something.
Yeah.
Prepare today.
What is
so? Yeah, it's just some pictures of the beginning of the parts. This is what it's going into. It's being mounted inside this lantern. I've got to put a light in here yet.
Don't put a light. Don't burn it. I say, don't use a flame.
No flame.
Will it be a cool light or a warm light, or what light?
I've got a warm white LED strip that's going to go in there.
Mm-hmm. Around the inside, sort of thing.
Yeah, it'll go inside here, mount it to the side of the lid, and
to get the power in somehow.
Oh yeah, the way I can bury the wire down the side here and down into the bottom. No big issue at all.
With a battery, or are you gonna plug it in?
No, I'm putting a brick on it. I've got a 9-volt brick here.
Could you go up and then out through the top and hang it that way?
No, this is going to be my sister's. It's going to be on a shelf, so there's no use going out the top.
Okay.
If it was being hung from the ceiling, yeah, you could, but no, I'm gotta go out through the bottom.
And if you hang 2 of them in the window, it means the British are coming.
Yeah. This is the backdrop that comes with the kit. Now it's like a
2 if by sea, 3 if by Alps.
Yeah, and mounted everything to foam board to give the base for the base part and for all the pieces for the back display panel.
Gives a bit of extra depth too, I suppose.
Yeah, it gives artificial sort of 3D-ish look.
James, when you mount things on foam, do you use a hot knife to cut that then, or do you just use your regular blade?
I just use my regular blade.
I
have no problems cutting that with a regular blade at all.
Yeah.
A fresh blade, yeah.
Spent many years cutting foam core with an X-Acto, and I was just wondering what your preference was.
No, my preference is with an X-Acto. So that's got these cut out. Then they get mounted on top for the background.
Oh yeah.
And that's more or less what it looks like. Now it's just sitting there. I haven't glued it because I can't glue it to the base or it won't fit through the door. so I have to glue the back on after I get the base mounted.
You're shipping a bottle.
Yeah. Now I'm working on here. This is the start of the fountain. Little fountain thing. Now, what was interesting with the fountain is I originally wanted to put some, this is actually for the fence. This is the fence going around. It goes around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
There's the fence there, all in. The base that the church goes on, that's double layered up in order to give it a little bit of a step. And this is beginning on that fountain. Now, originally I wanted to put some clear acrylic on the water feature just to give it a little more depth and look. But I tried several different acrylic water feature stuff and different ones, and all of them lifted the ink.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Could you cast like a clear block and set it on top of that printed piece?
I could have, maybe. The problem is that I'd have to cut out in the center because this piece goes in the center of here.
Oh.
The pedestal for the statues.
Well, I was thinking maybe some sort of ice cube tray effect where, you cast just that bottom part.
Yeah, I was even contemplating a little bit of clear. Well,
could you cut it
acrylic in there?
Clear and then just drill out where your fountain.
I could have, but after I got frustrated after 4 attempts, with different types of acrylic, I said, "Nuts to it."
How about just like a very thin piece of like a PETG or something?
Well, that's what I was thinking at one point. But like I said, I said, nuts to it.
Version of clear acrylic were you trying to use?
Yeah, it's going inside the lantern. It really won't be that visible anyway.
Right.
So I'm assembling this, all the parts for the fountain.
So that's your form of clamping to use the tweezers?
Yep. Oh yeah, these are pretty narrow in here. So these are pretty small, and even my normal clamps I can't use in there, so I have to use the reverse tweezers for clamps into them.
How did you do the statues?
How to do the statues? The statues come in like 2 pieces, the front and the back. I fold them over, laminate them together, and then cut them out.
Well, yeah, but it looks like they've got dimension to them.
Well, that's just printed. It looks dimensional, but it's actually flat.
Because I saw the flat ones printed on the sheet.
Yeah,
that's the same one. Okay, that looks different. But
here they look 3-dimensional. Here, yeah. That's just the printing.
Okay.
But it shows up better after they're cut out, and then you color the edges, and that it shows up better.
Yeah, I thought maybe you had like embossed them somehow.
Well, that could have been done, but I didn't. But no, they don't look too bad.
No, they look great.
I thought you'd maybe put them on foam board and as Lou said, emboss them into the board. But it's coming on well.
Yeah, it's coming along, and that's where I'm at right now with it. So the statues are mounted.
The ground effect's very good as well. It actually looks like it is.
It's actually to me this is a photograph. The earthen around the side is a photograph that's been laid underneath.
Excellent.
It actually looks not too bad.
Well, that's what we all strive for.
So with this, and I got the base for the church, then the next is to move on with the church. So that's where I'm at right now. It's starting with the main building. They give you a choice of 2 steeples. a tall one and a short one.
No crooked one.
No crooked one.
So what's
Now I'm going to laminate the clock that's in the tower to give it a bit more dimensional. I'm going to laminate a piece on top of that.
Are you going tall or short on the steeple?
Hmm?
You going tall or short on the steeple then?
I'm going the tall steeple.
Look, that would make more sense, I think. Nice.
So
There certainly seems to be a lot more variety in the paper model market.
Oh, there's always been lots of variety. Every doggone it genre you can think of. I mean, in paper modeling, there's a huge architectural group that are into the architectural models. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I know it's always been a popular thing in behind the Iron Curtain as it was originally.
Yeah.
Because
in Europe in general, especially church cathedrals and all that, that's a biggie for the paper models in the architectural.
Yeah. I know there's a couple of sites I'm on, and the variety of stuff's insane. You know, ships, boats, planes, tanks, cars, houses.
Oh yeah,
but it's just
everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. Because if you can print, you can build it.
And figures too. So.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Looking forward to seeing that finished now. Your sister will be very pleased, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Dalmasso, how are we?
We are fine. How are we?
Just a royal wee or just a wee?
Before you start, Lou, I've got to shoot off, so I'll catch you guys later.
Okay, Craig.
Okay, Craig.
See you, Craig.
See you, Craig.
Guys. See you later, Lou.
Oh, that Craig, he's a nice guy.
He has to go to a party. That's why he's not going to be here. So.
Finished the. I had a little commission side project this week, so I was busy doing that, so didn't get a lot of modeling done. I am continuing work on the prawn from District 9, and I am this far on the gun. I love the orange and white and black color scheme of their weapons. I just think that's neat. So working on that, and believe it or not, I am doing a World War II build. Something that you've never seen, a piece of, but it's a World War II flying saucer.
Yeah, they do that, didn't they?
Oh, yes.
It's a German flying saucer. So
yeah, the German flying saucer. Yeah,
it's quite big. It's bigger than I thought it would be.
It's this kit here. It's got German lettering and everything. Yeah. It's got rivets. It's got landing gear. It's a World War II vehicle. It actually has a lot more in common with the old Invader's saucer than anything else, because it's got that same type of cockpit.
Yeah.
Are you doing it, Colonel?
It's got rivets. I'll have to do, paint schemes and camouflage and stuff on that.
It needs rust. It's not it's not rusted.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to, is the rusting and the
weathering.
Like I said, painting the camouflage scheme on it. But that's my week. So thanks for coming. And I've got oh, that was horrible.
And did it suffer?
Oh, why did I have to find rub it in?
Did it suffer from box sag?
No, the box is actually in pretty good shape. It didn't have that.
What I mean is that the weight all at one end.
No, this one is actually well packed. They have a little divider inside it to keep everything normal. But as far as any sort of mini poster, this is all it came with it. Just a.
No, that's yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a big old printed piece.
Yeah.
That's
nice. Yeah.
You know what?
But
you know what?
Let's see if I could.
Guys. You keep rubbing it in.
The divider helps it.
Divider helps it from.
Yeah. No, they didn't have that in the UK version, so
keeps it stiff. But I am, and talk to me about yours, Liam, but I am very surprised that the hangar bay was molded in. Yeah. I'm very surprised that that was molded in. I would have thought that was an insert. You should have been an insert.
There's tons of between Shapeways and our companies who are producing alternates, and there's well, we've talked before about Facebook. The only thing is there's a Facebook group specifically for that model, which the amount of information and detail on it is crazy.
Yeah,
changing it. I can show you. Hold on 2 seconds. I'll show you what I mean. Go ahead. Chat away.
But I mean, you know, there's half of it, and it's, you know, it looks fairly simple.
Not a bad kit.
It just, you know, put it together and paint it white.
Is that the one you got a couple of weeks ago, Luke?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had this for a couple of weeks. I just haven't had much time to play with it yet.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I hate every single one of you. You know why? Because you got that flaming kit.
Look, the front end of the Star Destroyer is bigger than Heath's whole Star Destroyer.
Oh, rub it in.
That's just the front end. That's just the front end, and it's bigger than this tiny little Star Destroyer.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I know.
Oh, the picture on the instructions is bigger than his Star Destroyer.
Shut up!
The illustration on the back is bigger than his whole Star Destroyer.
All right, that's enough.
What, are you planning to do much with it? Are you going to go full blast, or are you going to build it straight from the box?
I'll light the engines. I will see how much fiber optic I can put in it without driving myself bananas. But I ultimately want to hang it from the ceiling, so I don't want to put a lot of weight into it. Yeah. And I don't want to do anything that is going to require an electrical cord be run to it. If I can't swap the batteries in and out of it, then I don't want to do it, because, like I said, that demands to be hung from the ceiling.
And I know with doing mine, you know, and that was the old kit, the fiber optic just drove me nuts. And
Yeah.
I know Mark Dunmore on the
He's doing the Republic one.
He's doing the earlier version, and the same thing. He's doing an amazing job of it with the amount of fiber optic he's adding into it.
I do have one question about this X-Wing. Is this loosely based on Ralph McQuarrie's design on the?
Yeah, the whole split turbine in the front was off of the early Ralph McQuarrie.
Completely illogical.
Has that ever been made?
Because when you think of it, this turbine needs a whole complete circle to go all the way around.
Yeah.
And if you split it, it's going to go ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk.
Not very practical. Yeah.
No.
You mean like this?
Yeah. See, you split that one turbine in half, and all of a sudden it stops turbing.
You wouldn't get that being made in a Starship?
You would not see that kind of a mistake made on a Starship.
No.
Oh no, you would not. You would.
That answers your question as to why the Star Trek kits cost more than the Star Wars kits. It's because they're worth it.
That is probably the best explanation for it.
He's peeling off stickers. I can see him peeling stickers. Look, he's peeling.
Okay, I'm cheating a bit.
Okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, Heath. But no, I was saying, Lou, about it. It's one of those kits again. It's like I've got the AT-AT, which is the one I built before the end of the year, and I could build it straight out of the box. But when you see it done properly, with basically removing all of the detail and redoing it, all the surface detail, it makes an enormous difference. But it's my worst thing. I get bogged down in detail. I try and add detail and detail and detail, and it takes me 5 times as long to build a kit as it probably should. But
I find it better. I'm guilty of the same thing, Liam, but I find it better to decide at the beginning when I first look at a kit, am I going to go nuts on this thing, or am I going to build it and be done with it and move on to the next thing? There are people for whom the Star Destroyer is their grail. That they want to put every loving attention and drill out every little gun barrel. namaste, God go with you, have a good day. That's not me.
Goodbye.
Speaking of gun barrels, that's one of the first things that appeared was replacements for all the little
right
batteries down.
Now, if it's an Enterprise, that's me. I will go in and light the windows and do everything on an Enterprise. But I don't have that same love for Star Wars kits. I like the look of them. I like the aesthetics of them. They look fine from a distance. I'm not going to put in the question and worry about whether or not this pipe on the Millennium Falcon is in the right position and does it bend at 45 degrees or 46. I don't.
Oh God, I hate those people.
But that's not my cup of tea. But on some other things, that's where I'll spend time and money and make it look good.
Which is
no. We leave that to Simon Merckx.
It's like this thing and this strut on this you know, if I built it straight out of the box, it would have been fine. But it's just the additional detail make it much more.
Well, and you have to decide for yourself if a Messerschmitt having that beautiful. That's why I don't do real kits very often. I don't do kits of real things very often because it is much more obvious that you didn't put all the detail into it that you could have if you're looking at an actual car or a tank or a boat. But when you're looking at a starship or you're looking at something, something fanciful, the casual person isn't going to notice, oh, you didn't put, the correct exhaust on your whatever.
Yeah, I know. It's what you're having.
Oh, God, I tell you what, I hate those people. I hate those. Look, shut up. Build the damn kit. If you want to paint it. If you want to leave something off of it, leave something off of it. If you
all model work to me and all paint jobs are impressionistic. It's it's just the way it is. Exactly. It's your impression of it.
And frankly, I mean, to me, I have more fun building any kit. I just love building kits, whether it be a car or a starship or an X-wing or anything like that.
I think, Heath, that's where the Bandai kits can work both ways. You can just build them in an hour straight from the box without glue, literally.
Right. Yeah.
Or you can spend 6 months making it superb. It's just down to personal choice.
Well, and the thing is, with the quality of the model kits we're getting these days, anything out of the box is going to be miles better than the actual filming models were.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to duplicate the look of a filming model, you're already way ahead of the game because if you ever saw an actual filming model, they look like crap.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this much. At my local Audi, they've got big balsa wood ships. I mean, they've got Lord Nelson's ship. They've got the Victory, and then they've got the Cootie Sark, and they're only going $100 for balsa wood. But then I had a look what's inside there, and it's like you got the string, you got the sail, you got the main body, and I'm going, do I have the time and the patience for this? Think about it.
But you may not be the target audience for that kit. The target audience for that kit may be some person who's got more time, and that's the one kit he's always wanted to build.
Yeah, it's like me. My Grail kit is to build a Victory.
Yeah,
which is one of the ones.
I'll tell you this much,
James.
Yeah.
I'll say this much.
So I just want to show you very quickly, Lou, what the Zvezda box looks like.
Oh yeah, okay, I recognize those parts.
Yeah. But you can see the way they've got separate compartments. And
right.
Yeah.
Seems to be much more. But it's the identical kit. There's no difference.
Yeah. Totally.
They put a lot more effort into the packaging. Yeah.
They sure did.
That's the.
Yeah, but that one costs like.
You even got that nice handle on the side of the box.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you know how much that one? Do you know? Over here, that Zvezda Star Destroyer would cost me my entire pay packet.
Yeah, I can believe it. That's an example of the stuff that's coming out for it.
Now, I figured somebody would do that.
Yeah, I know, and I
thought someone would do that.
They are very small, but they are there.
Yeah.
You want to add a little bit more to it, you know, all in the basics, but there's piles and piles and piles of stuff here on this. And this is the Facebook page for the Zvezda specific.
Yeah, I think that
Bloody
Facebook
hell,
page
some
catch on.
people are so artistic.
One of these days, I'm going to have to start that.
So that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So someone's done a replacement for the whole thing, which is more accurate.
Do you know what the weird? I mean, okay, you've got the way to go to just to continue on what Lou was saying. I mean, you've got the Star Trek folk who get their 350 scale refit Enterprises, and they do them up like they saw it on the motion picture, like John Petrie. Now, I'll tell you what, John Petrie's 350 Enterprise, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. And I mean, I was talking to John about that for about 6 months to get everything done that he wanted to do. That took him 6 months. But, you know,
Might take me.
you take something like this.
But he's also packed all of that into a model that's like 1/10 the size of the actual filming model.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then you get a ship like the Excelsior, where you can just do it out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Because with that kit, you can't really put lights on.
No, the windows are too tiny to drill out really practically.
Yeah, but unlike the new one, the new round 2 one that came out, okay, you can do the warp engines and you can do the impulse and the deflector dish.
Right.
But I don't know, did you do all the windows?
No, I didn't drill them out. I didn't even light mine.
What didn't you like the deflector dish and the engines?
No.
I'm thinking it must be Simon then.
Simon did, I think, but I didn't light mine.
No. Boyd Crompton lit his, and he had a heap of trouble. He had a heap of trouble trying to get all the with the nacelles and everything right. But the one kit, and I think you know which one I'm talking about here, Lou, that they've already done the drilling for you, is the JJ prize.
Right.
Where you can actually put the lights in already.
It was well designed.
Yeah.
The plastic is
also,
you have to do a lot more light blocking, but it's very well designed. But I mean, after a while, it can turn into a flea circus. You can get so obsessed with every tiny little detail on it that you're pulling your hair out and you're not enjoying your model.
Turns into a doctor's appointment, Lee.
I'm sorry, turns into what?
Doctor's appointment.
Exactly.
But then also, because I've got that double Star Trek kit. I've got the double Enterprise kit where you got the 1/600 TOS and the JJ prize. And
right.
even in the TOS, they've cut out the windows and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you know what, that would be a nice one to do. That's the
next thing I have to start work on. Heath, I have been doing. I've been removing all those stupid lines off it, and that's taken an age to do. So once I'm finished the Messerschmitt, that's because that's for someone. I promised to have it ready before the end of the year. So that's my next big project.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll show that probably, if not the next Hangout, the one after that. Perhaps it gets stuck back into it again. Wayne's been with us the whole time, but I don't know if he wants to speak or not because he says he's got a bad throat.
I'm okay for a bit. I'll just talk for a bit.
Okay, don't overdo it now, and I'm conscious of your.
Don't overdo it now.
Don't sound too fantastic at all.
Okay.
You get off work.
But it's my day off, so.
Oh. Right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I just have a nice relaxing day on the bench. This is what I'm working on at present. It's the E100 hunting tiger. It's basically the hunting version of this. This is my Wayne and his multicolored tank.
Yeah.
That's just basically the hunting version of this. So, but I'm using the paints I'm using is the paints from Life Colour. So it's got a more of a matte finish. than a gloss finish. So if I want to dual coat it, what is the best varnish to use? Is it a gloss, matte varnish?
For putting
Once I finish painting it, I want to put a dual coat on so I can weather it. So I want to know what type of varnish is it, because these paints are matte finish.
a gloss, because if you use a matte, the problem with a matte coat is that your your wash will sink in. You'll never get it back out again.
Yeah,
Whereas
so
with gloss, you can remove most of it, so you're effectively putting a lot of wash on and then taking it off again.
yeah, it's just that I'm using.
Ask everyone today who has done.
Sorry, I'm using a matte. It's like the paints. I'm using the life color paints.
Not familiar with light color now, so.
So they're more of a matte. They have a matte finish, not a gloss finish. That's what I'm saying.
If you want to dirty it, which is what you're planning to do, you're going to have to get some kind of gloss coat. I can't see it working with anything else.
Yeah.
And then when you're finished, you rematte it again at the end.
Yeah, dull it down after the fact. Yeah.
I don't know with Lou, James, and Heath and myself. I think I've done a little bit of this. I don't know about you guys. I've done much in the way of.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with European brands, but
no.
What I normally do is after I've got everything built and painted, I'll hit it with a Krylon clear satin or a gloss. And then I'll put my decals and my weathering on, my washes, and then hit it with a Krylon matte on top of that to flatten it back down.
What choice have you got, Wayne? In the sense of, is it Humbrol or is it?
They got the Humbrol spray cans. They got some of the Damier Clear do some like gloss varnish and matte varnishes.
I know AK Interactive have a series of. They've just announced a new set of 5 different ones. I think it is.
Yeah, and so it's
washed down to a matte, and their stuff usually is superb. But
yeah, but also I'm going to do a bit of scratch building on this one.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do.
I know Lou's just showing up the 2 cans there. The 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can get it in this side of the. I'm not sure if I can get it in this country, but I'll try.
The Krylon. I know Homebase do some Krylon stuff now.
Oh yeah, where's Lincoln? I have to go to Lincoln to get stuff like that.
So yeah, probably no point. You're probably better off. I would have a look at the AK Interactive stuff.
Yeah, have a look. Right, so what I'm planning to do is on the back, I'm going to scratch build like a platform and put like a mount an anti-aircraft machine gun post. Because I've been through my the scrap box and I found this Tamiya weapon set. And one of them is like an AA machine gun mount.
Nice one.
So hopefully I'm going to be doing a bit of scratch building, stuff like that.
Cool. What about display wise at the end? Have you any? Are you just going to just have it as it is? Are you going to put it on anything?
I may do something later, but it's just the size of the actual vehicle itself, because you got you got these side skirts that stick out quite a bit. I'll give you a sample because this will be one of the side skirts as well. So putting it on something, so of course it stick out a bit.
It is a big model, yeah.
Yeah.
For a 1/35 scale.
Well, it's well over 100 tons, so that's how bad it was going to be. But that
strange idea for them when their supplies were at their lowest, they decided to build tanks that used up far more.
Yeah, I think this is like a 17-centimeter cannon. This is like an artillery piece.
It would have punched through anything.
Yeah. Right. Let's say I got this magazine the other day, I got it because the front cover's got one of my model kits I'm building, so I'm going to pinch some ideas off that. It's basically the trumpeter.
Speak to Joe McCaslin has been doing some work for them. I think that's the magazine he's doing stuff for.
Yeah, hang on, I'll take the front. That's the trumpeter Girl 30. That's another what if scenario. That's a siege mortar type doohickey. It's based on the King Tiger chassis, so but that is a 30-centimeter howitzer. I can't do much about light. It's too strong.
No, it's okay. It's interesting that if the war had dragged on for another year, things might have turned out very differently, both tank and aircraft ways. But
yeah,
another year they had flying saucers.
Exactly, Lou. That's exactly.
I think they actually tried to they actually were thinking on like anti-grav engines and stuff like that.
Oh, they were at everything, anything and everything. I know the book on.
They were on about putting like a solar collector in orbit to make it like a solar weapon. That would But also, I found this information about the chieftain, because I got one of them in my stash, which is going to be another one of my projects. Some of the early color schemes, even storage of how they stored all the ammo. That's what. See, I've got this one. This is the Tamiya Chieftain Mark V, 1972, and it's held up. Detail on it is still as good as anything they've produced recently.
Oh, the kit's from 72.
Yeah, the kit's from 1972, but if you see all the detail on all the fuel caps, all the grill and everything.
The tank itself was the same period.
Yeah, it went through many modifications, but the kit itself is not that bad for a 72 kit. That's another one. I'm going to start this one as well. The Tamiya.
Nope.
No, the American. The A1 Abrams tank, the Tusker 2. It's standard Abrams tank fitted with the tank urban survival kit. With explosive reactive armor, so if an ID or RPG hits that, the force of the explosion is forced out of the tank, away from the tank, not inside the tank. Yeah.
Looks like terracotta tiling.
Spanish Inquisition.
You never know, it might work. It's anything to absorb the
Yeah, so it's got extra ballistic armor, the commander and loader. I don't feel sorry for the guy who has to refill the 50 caliber on the mounted on the gun.
Whose turn is it today?
Yeah.
They do it at night.
It's not mine, man. I ain't doing it.
Right. Also, I'm going to start. I'm going to do this one as well. The SKD, the SKDKFZ 2342 Puma heavy reconnaissance car.
Nice as well, yeah.
Also, I'm going to try and do a bit more on my do some figure painting.
Ooh, now we're talking dangerously. Yeah.
But yeah, I can do the uniforms and the medals and everything. It's just the flesh tones I have difficulty with.
Yeah, it's
now you're cooking with gas.
One of the things I have to at some stage get better at. It's
the face work that's always the problem.
I think I see something like that at a truck rally here.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a really bad camera. I need to try and get in focus a bit more.
I was talking about cameras the last day about what to do and so on. I mean, This is what I use sometimes, is a little Wi-Fi camera. It's on charging at the minute. Unfortunately, I forgot to charge it up for the event, but basically you can put it on the Wi-Fi and then you just move it about to where you want it to be and you get a picture. Or the best investment I ever made was in the camera that I'm using here now, which is a Logitech
920.
920. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is
No, that's probably one of the nicest webcams out there is the 920.
totally recommend it. But and it sometimes comes up on Amazon on offer and very low price. If you are thinking about getting another camera, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
So, the reason I was asking about Wayne about displaying and so on is, again, in our new company have appeared in the scene in the UK. I'll show you again.
Well, there's the bodies to the ties. How small do you like it? That's the TIE Advance, and there's the normal TIE Fighter.
Get to the top.
I'm a small little TIE Fighter. I can destroy myself.
It's a company in the UK called Coastal Kits. I don't know if you've seen them, Wayne.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Actually, they were actually one. I talked to them at one of the shows.
What they're doing is the base is literally just a print on like a piece of foam board. So they've got them for all various different sort of aircraft. So you get the aircraft sits above that, and you've got that motion blur type background.
Oh, I got one of them.
And then you've got these ones, which are literally the aircraft rotates. You've got, let me get a better example. One here, which is their one for helicopter.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So the base is completely flat, but it's a photographic effect, print effect.
Yeah.
So they're doing a whole series of them for aircraft. I like this one. This is for a P-40 Kitty Hawk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's the Flying Tigers version, isn't it?
So they're bringing out more and more and more. They even got, hold on, I find it. There was ones for ships. If I can find them.
Oh, it's got aircraft carrier plates. Yeah.
You've got that one.
Over water. Yeah.
So they seem to be doing everything, and very reasonably priced as well. I don't know if it's a US distributor, but if you're into your aircraft, certainly it seems to be a way of displaying them very easily. That's the one I was on about. That's the Skyhawk on the blurred background.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very effective.
Well, actually, while you got that Skyhawk there, Liam, I forgot to show this before. I'm building this 148 Skyhawk.
Nice. That's different for you.
Well, planes were my first love. Before I found out about starships and cars and Star Wars and stuff, I used to build a lot of planes.
Yeah, I think most of us started off doing aircraft, probably originally, but
yeah, this one is from the USS Oriskany. Yeah, this one's from the USS Oriskany. This is a 1987 kit. No, sorry, 1983 kit. This is from Earl.
very good.
It's 148 scale Skyhawk. And I too have also built a F-16. In fact, I've just got a fact. Sorry, I should have done this when it was my turn. Sorry, chaps. This is my F-16. This is the 172. Hang on, I'll put my LED light on.
Nice.
Oh. So yeah, this is my F-16 complete with lighter.
Yeah, that comes off once it takes off, right?
Yeah. But what I've got to finish this off because I've got to put decals on, and I've got to put the rest of the ammunition on the.
Yeah, I know.
There,
if I got to that stage, and didn't have the decals on, I would guarantee they'd be snapping pieces off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've done it. I've done it white underneath and camouflage on top.
Yeah.
So this is a 172 scale. This is a Hascavera. Hasegawa or whatever you guys call it.
That's an example of the bases they do for military models as well. So they're doing.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Yeah. So they're definitely, they're trying to cover all bases.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're here all day.
Where's Randall when he needed him?
I couldn't resist. Randall's in a place called Newcastle, about 90 miles from here, at an air show today. So
yeah,
the big realistic ones. It'd rather see the real thing today than listen to us lot talking about what we're trying to imitate. So there we go.
Yeah, so he's saying the real thing.
Yes, Wayne.
Yeah, Leo. I've also got I got the Main King Tiger, and I found a perfect idea for doing something to it. I may do something like that. I'm going to get the book, but I was going to try and do something like that. If it's all battle damage
in destroyed format.
Yeah, the tracks look torn up. It's all
Which
been
book?
set on fire. The Forgotten Archives. Panzer. It's a new one out, so I'll just have to keep an eye out for it. But,
sure, don't disappear at the end of the hangout. I'll chat to you for a minute.
Okay, but also they've done another excited. Mick done an oh, I can't say that word. Yeah, you say it for me.
Yeah, encyclopedia. Their stuff is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it concentrates on camouflage schemes.
No, it'd be nice to do something in a destroyed state rather than pristine, which is what we usually do.
I got the life color burnt set, and that's what I did for that burnt out Conwell tank. That's what I used on that.
Yeah.
But from the damage you can see that it's taken quite a few hits to the turret, and it looks like it's been set on fire with some phosphorus rounds.
Right, just doing something here.
I was going to have a swig of drink a minute. My throat's.
Yeah, I think you need to gargle with something or do something. Try and relieve yourself from that. That does sound pretty bad.
A little tea with lemon. Or tea with honey.
I got the
tea, Earl Grey hot.
I got the Beecham's powders anyway, so.
Oh, it's one as well. You've got right. There's tons of stuff even on Google. I mean, just
it's just finding the right it's just finding the right one to copy, really, because it's like, well, some of them only give you like the one-sided pictures, but I found a picture with some like captured. Let's say like you got the King Tiger with the white stars on. That's been captured by the Americans.
Americans, right? Okay.
Yeah, you got the one there. It's just, but I'm also on Tanks Google group as well, so they post pictures of district tanks as well. So sometimes they'll find stuff on there.
When you see the state of some of the taggers,
yeah,
when they were, look at that thing. It looks like someone took a
target
practice.
Looks like someone took a flying shot at it.
It's just crazy, if the thing if it was hit that badly, it's insane. But there you go.
Well, in Russia, they've been, I think, with all the Tigers that are wrecked after the war, I think people have been collecting parts together, and they're rebuilding Tiger tanks in Russia, in Ukraine, everywhere. Yeah. But in Russia and in Russia, all the Eastern European countries where the Russians are German for, they're still finding tanks, planes. I've read somewhere they found a Russian crashed Strumovik with the pilot still at the controls, and it looked like it had gone into a swamp, and the swamp preserved his body.
Oh,
No.
I thought you were interested in the aircraft and the pilot, but there you go.
Yeah, no.
It just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Sorry, but unfortunately, this stuff, Eastern Europe is littered with stuff like that. I'm afraid.
Yeah,
I seen one that they pulled out of a swamp. I think it was in Czechoslovakia. They flushed the thing out with a hose, and they actually got it started.
Yeah,
it started.
Saw that once. Yeah, that's crazy. So,
they said they found a panther in the swamp once. They trained it out, they dragged it out, and they stripped it all down and they rebuilt it from scratch, and it's in a running condition somewhere.
a lot of dedicated people into that type of thing too. But there's some big, even here in Northern Ireland, there were so many aircraft that crashed. They keep finding them over time too because they've been into wherever it may be, and they're interested in. And Randall would talk about this because of the Ulster Aviation Society. They will get something that looks completely a pile of junk, and they will fix it to the point where it flies again. But that's another separate hobby again. I'm conscious of the time.
It is 14:27 precisely.
Well, there you go. Well, I usually finish at about.
And it's 11 o'clock over here in Australia. So.
Early days, Heath. Early days.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, at night. At night.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
you know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's. Just want to say thanks for you all turning up today, for joining in and putting into the Hangout. I think it went well.
No problem.
Thanks to Wayne with his croaky voice. Thanks to Heath with all of his Star Wars bells at the minute. Thanks to James for updating us.
I'm also
no problem.
I know you do.
Oh, shut up, Heath. You're done.
And thanks to Lou for showing us his what if with the Nazis. There you go. Okay, right, Wayne. So thanks everybody. We're cutting off now.